And we're live. Hey everybody. I didn't post it anything anywhere, but maybe I will eventually. I'm only gonna probably do like half hour anyway. Just want to talk about something that's kind of important. And uh, that private messaging me is definitely open. You can private message me all you want, and I want to make a promise. It's a promise to everyone. This is a promise that I'll probably repeat. So it's not another promise. It's just a repeat of the promise later on. Because if I do blow up and become huge and whatever in the in this world, I don't see it happening. But if it does happen, I just want everybody to know that um, you mean everything to me. And if you just want to, looking to, have me stream, you can DM me and say, why don't you do a stream? And I will do it. I don't need a plan. As you can see, I don't have a plan. But if you want to talk about something, if you want me to discuss something, I will definitely. I'm more than happy to discuss it, and more than happy to talk about any. Nothing is off limits. You will get my opinion about it, but no subject is off limits. And there are definitely things that I am, I say I will do that, but if you want to talk about politics or anything bullshit like that, we can talk about that. We want to talk about religion, we can talk about religion. I'm fairly well versed in most religious practices and things like that, and I'm even more aware of the abuses and stuff like that that the church does. So there's that. So if you want to talk about anything like that, but the main thing that I want to talk about is me, you. Um, I'm only doing this, just basically to unload and you know, kind of goof around and kind of have fun and stuff like that. Um, I would like to be the type of streamer that I watch. Um, and I, as a viewer, as a person in chat, I would like to be that. And there are plenty of them. There's plenty of them out there, but I'm putting myself as that. Lend an ear. You are not a burden, and you actually mean a lot to me. So, whether you touching this, there's nobody here live, so but whether you catch this, today, tomorrow, next week, 5 years, 10 years from now, I would like it, to be true that this is what I'm going to do. Obviously, things like work and my living will constantly play a role, and if I um, do a creative space and stuff like that, that as what I want to do for the rest of my life, that will take up a lot of time, and it probably will not be streaming as much as this, and especially doing this type of format. I will probably be showing off. But if people just want me to just hear and talk about something, talk about any subject or anything like that, we can talk about games. We can talk about games. We can talk about comics. Talk about comics. Talk about nerd stuff. Whatever you want to talk about, I'm here for you. Your opinion does matter to me. I, you know, some opinions, aren't really solid and stuff like that. But we can get through that. I'm not I'm not a agree to disagree type person. I will, knock down, drag out, any type of subject all the way through the mud, and I will work it to the umpteenth degree, and I can be semantics man about things, and Because and the main reason that I'm semantic about a lot of things is because did you really mean what you said? Because if you meant what you said, then this is what I concluded from it. And again, that's my opinion about things and how that's stuff. Um, the reason I'm bringing this up is because multiple, not just one, not just it wasn't just a one-off but multiple people have sent me DMs. Some worrying about me, and some having some issues and stuff like that in their lives, and just kind of need an ear or to listen to them. And I am more than happy to listen to what you have to say. If you know have I hope I have the time. If you just want to just veg out and listen to me talk about things, I that's what I was talking about before. So my promise to you is that I'm here for you. You're very important. You're not just important to you, you're important to me, and hopefully a lot of other people. And I would like to see you be you. um, I'm fascinated by people finding out who they are and exploring that and enjoying that and growing into that. And I've watched people do it, and it's still it warms my heart and it makes me very, very happy. Some people have to go through a lot of barriers. Some people have to, like, try things out and try to figure it out and stuff like that. And there, it's one of the main reasons why I've been doing a kind of a bully stream for, like, it's one of my constant, my biggest nemesis is bullies. um but I still working on what to call my chat. Actually, let's see if we can work that out right now. um let's see if we can work this out. uh Now you want me to turn on dark theme? Look at that. Yeah, that's what I thought. And maybe we won't. Um, choo, 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 choo. But I do, like I was saying, I do this really to help me. So there is a selfish extent to it. Um, Um, I'm wasting a lot of time doing this. Let's do it at a different time. I'll probably come up with it. And if you have any suggestions, obviously comment below, and we could do it like that. Welcome, whoever's watching. Thank you for coming in. While I was doing my own craziness. Yeah. So what I was saying is that yeah, if you want to stay anonymous to the general public, you don't want me to, post your name or anything like that. I will not. Do say that though. Do mention that you don't want that connection made, and I will do what I'm doing now about the people who have been DMing me and just stating what the concern is that they're doing and what they kind of requesting of me. And what they're asking of me is not too much. It's not a lot. Um, it's something that I feel I need to address. And yes, I've been communicating back with them and stuff like that. So it's not like I'm just ignoring them until I can do this on live on stream. But I just want them to know that I do care. I care deeply about them, and in a way, I'm worried. Um, People online, even though I don't see your face, and we don't, go to the bar or anything like that, or hang out, or go bowling or shoot paintball or anything like that. We don't do that together. You still matter. You still, and you matter to me. If anything else, you matter. You matter a lot to me. Um, I not, trouble is not the right word. I've been there. I know what having nothing, no fight left in you, no nothing else, and nothing even telling you to still hold on, except for like me. I'm now telling you to hold on, but I'm not saying you have to. I'm not saying your situation is something that you're going to overcome. I wish you would. I wish only the best for everybody I care about. Um, and I know that you know, it's been told to me a million times. It's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Things pass, things get over, and I know that even if the doctors are telling you that it won't, and even if this stuff, things change, and that's the only constant that you can depend on in life and in everything. That things are going to change, and the world's going to be lesser without you. Um, there, where death is concerned, you really, you know, wanting to stay alive, you don't have that choice sometimes. You can't choose to stay alive. You can just do the best you can. And but yes, you can choose to die. You can choose your death, and that can happen. And I know that Suicide Prevention Week is over, but Suicide Prevention Month is still. It's Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. I think that's what we're in right now. I don't know. I don't care. It's all freaking too confusing for me. And calling the suicide prevention hotline is a big waste of time. Done it. been there, done that, and been arrested for it. So yay me. Not a big fan. Not a big fan of doctors. Not a big fan of um, you know hotlines that really where you just want to talk about things. Not necessarily that you want to kill yourself. You just want to talk about things and just want to get things off your chest and things that are concerning you. And they're basically making your life harder than it already is. And that's the last thing we need. It's my opinion of it. I think that for some people that might be doing good work, but um, I personally don't think that they could handle what I unload. And um, I have I build a support system like that on purpose. And my support system is made up of people who sometimes walk that ragged edge and jagged. Is it ragged? Jagged? Unsteady? I don't know. Whatever it is. People who basically walk the edge. The edge in life, and who at any moment. Um, I was very sad by Robin Williams' death, but I I don't think that um, him making that choice it's necessarily a bad thing. It's just that I think I've explained it before. It's a wheel, and you spin the wheel, and on that wheel you can have one, you can have a dozen, you can have 50 reasons to die. Yeah, but even if I always say that there are people who only have one reason to die, and if that comes up, if the wheel spins and that's what comes up, that's what they choose. And it's it's really difficult. I talk about the chemical imbalance in my brain and stuff like that, like it's there all the time, and it it is there all the time. But most days for me now are easier to contend with than thinking that I have to get through this next moment. I've it's like I said, I sometimes I just got to get through the week, and if I don't think I can get through the week, then I'll have to get through this day, and if I don't think I can get through this day, then I'll have to get through this hour. And if I can't get through this hour, then I have to get through this minute. And if I can't get through the minute, then I go second by second. And that's how I do it. And that's, it's, sometimes impossible for me to get up, but get up out of bed and, make my day happen. And it's taken a long time. It's not any, I'm never going to say everything's easy. It's easy peasy. You got this. It took me a long time just to realize that I got to work, and I have to like think about, what's going to happen, by the end of the week when I get paid. And, I have to think that, I have to get up. I have to go to work. Basically I have to get, dressed. I have to take showers. I have to do, I have to constantly remind myself of these things. And it's, like I said, it's only reason that it's easy is because it's routine. Um, I'm not gonna say it's easy. The only reason I'm able to do it is because it's routine. It's because I know that you know I have to. I got to do this in order to survive. But when I started trying it, it was impossible. I spent days in bed. I spent days not eating. I spent days not drinking. Um, and I know that I think they say you can survive 3 days without water, and a week or so without food. Um, I don't know where I was getting my hydration from, but I've totally skipped out on that. I couldn't tell you how long it was for or, a decent meal and stuff like that. Um, I don't know where everybody's at in their lives. I don't know, I don't know unless you tell me. But I'm I'm in a better space than I've been, if that means anything. Um, but I'm not in the place that I want to be. I'm working towards that. And if that's what you want to do, you want to talk about that, you can talk about that. You want to talk about, the times I nearly died, I can talk about one where I actually thought this is see, I had a premonition of my death. And I think it's probably one of the reasons why I have this beard is because in my premonition I did not have a beard. Um, and I was a lot younger than I am now. Or at least I thought I was a lot younger when I had the premonition, and that's a different take on my death, because it's a premonition. It didn't happen. I think I've outlived it. I thought it was going to happen when I was 18 years old, maybe 19, but 18 was where I thought, because that's what I thought I looked like. I looked like I was 18 years old, and I'm actually much taller than I was in the premonition. I got a little chunk on, which I didn't have in the premonition, and obviously I was clean shaven. So, and I had short hair. So in the premonition too. So I have my rat's nest here, back here. Um, I have long hair. I have a beard. Very different than what I had in my premonition, and I'm a little chunker. So I was very skinny in the premonition. Well, when I had it, I was a bit younger. I, you know, I was 5'2" all throughout high school. So I'm 5'7" now, and I mean, I know people think, oh, it's 5 inches, and 5 inches, and it was almost literally overnight that I grew 5 inches, and then I stopped. I thought I was going to continue to grow, and I didn't. I stopped. I stopped at 5'7", but being 5'2" to 5'7", big. It is actually a big difference in my life. I still think of myself as small, because of it. Even now, I think of myself as small. But um, yeah, So I had that. The premonition never came true. So I don't know if that considers that I would even consider that me being close to death. Um, but one of the big times that I was that I actually thought that I was going to die. Never had I really never had that thought in my head beforehand. So anytime that I was close to death, I didn't think that I didn't think that I was going to die. I didn't think that that was the moment. But the only time was when my appendix ruptured, and um, it was bad. The pain was beyond anything that I thought. Anything I wouldn't. I would if anybody is going through any type of pain, this type of pain, I wouldn't wish upon even my worst enemy. It was horrendous. Um, the barium, Kool-Aid drink that they made me drink, so that they can try to figure out what's going on in my system. Um, was stopped. And it did not get a good picture of what was happening in my system. I could have had multiple organ failure because of it. My body was definitely not. My body was fighting. I definitely wanted to live. This is when I was telling you, I said earlier about wanting to live doesn't make you live. Um, but yeah, and when they anesthetized me, when they put me under, I don't even know what they put me under with. Um, the only thing I knew that when I could not stay conscious anymore, the only thing I thought I could not stay conscious anymore was that I am dead. To my surprise, I woke up. Um, I did not even realize that I was alive. I didn't even know who I was. Um, I didn't even know where I was or what I was doing there. It was really, really bizarre. And um, the doctors actually did a good job. Um, I know that I mentioned how I don't like doctors at all, but the doctors actually did a good job. They cleaned me up fairly well, and I even took a week of recovery, which they didn't even know if I was going to recover. I did push myself, probably a little too hard, but I pushed myself because I wanted to recover, and that was that. It it's definitely an experience that I won't go through again. At least I don't think I will. Um, and to talk about how I don't trust doctors, they've already said that they've taken my appendix before, and so my appendix I don't believe grew back just to kill me. I definitely call my appendix my assassin because it was probably the closest I've ever been to death ever. Um, and I always, even before that, I kind of had a love affair with death and did things that would have gotten the normal person killed. And um, you know, Thanos has nothing on me. I was wooing death. I think in my mind, much better than Thanos could have ever done, and um, mainly because I wasn't killing other people, just myself. And yeah, the appendix, years after, and I was lucky at the time. The doctors even said that even they're like even 5 or 6 years ago, this type of procedure could never have been done, and they would have had to cut me open and exposed me, and especially because I had a ruptured appendix, my ability to live. Just so you know, I didn't have very high didn't have high hopes because of the damage that my appendix was already doing. They didn't know that my body was going to be resilient enough to handle it, and it did. I was very lucky, and um, and when you talk about luck, here I was. I probably had one of the you know, best surgeons, working on me, and they actually drilled a couple holes and one hole. I think my appendix on my appendix. I think my appendix is on this side. Don't even know where the scar would be. I have a little scar. little poke hole that he did. So on this. I don't see it. I don't even see it. Scar went away, I guess. And it could be lower. It could be. Never mind. I believe it's this side. I believe it was right here. I believe it was right. I believe my appendix. Right above my hip type of deal. I think it was right here. The right side? Appendix on the right side? I hope so. I don't know. I'll have to look it up, and maybe I'll put it in the description below. But yeah, that's the closest that I've ever been to death in my life. And if I am definitely not one person that, if you've already made up your mind and that's the route you want to take, I'm sorry, I'm not going to assist you. But I won't think badly of you. I will just miss you. And I don't want to miss you. That's about, the size of it. And so hopefully I won't be missing anybody. I don't have very many subscribers, and I need to give you guys a good name, and my little gang, my little club. I don't have very many subscribers, so each one of you means a lot. You guys all mean a lot to me, and even if I had 10,000 subscribers, you guys will all mean a lot to me, and one person having struggles and hardships and stuff like that. I would miss you. I still would miss you. Even if you don't chat a lot or do anything crazy like that in my streams, it's still I still will miss you. I miss you a lot. And there's still a lot of fun to have. And the thing about me missing you is that there is something on the horizon. I don't know what it is. I don't know how it's going to be. I can't even pretend that I have a surprise happening. I'm going to probably be just as surprised as you when it does happen. So, but I will tell you that I will put my all into it. So, it's going to be really good. And if you do decide that this is your time, you're gonna miss that. And like I said, I'm gonna miss you. And you'll be missing whatever it is that happens with me in this stream. I'm going to continue on. I know that I said that I was needing a break from the VTubers and especially one community, and I'm easing myself. I'm easing myself. I don't know if I'm going to end it or not. So I don't, like I said, I don't have the answers. I can tell you what I think the answer is, but it's not the answer. It's just a guess. And I didn't mean to yawn. I'm like I said, I only wanted to go 30 minutes, and I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're happy. I hope you're healthy. I hope you're eating right, eating some good food, something without palm oil in it, something good. Eat good food. Good food make you happy. And getting enough rest and taking care of yourself and having a good time and just basically enjoying life. That's what we can do. We can do that. And if anything, the people who wish ill upon you um, will have to find somebody else to wish ill upon, I guess, or to bother somebody else. Because fuck them. Those people fucking suck. Why would people waste their life, wishing ill upon people? Well, let's lift everybody up. Why do you want to bring people down to you? Especially if you're so far down, you should be asking for a hand up. Why would you want to drag people down to your level? Yeah, hate people like that. Um, and you won't ever even find out who you are. That's the sad thing about it. The people who drag people down and spend so much of their life in other people's business and things and stuff like that. They're annoying and they're awful, and I wish they would just go away because like I said, my big interest is in people who are you know want to find out who they are, because that to me, that's the real magic in the world. And seeing that and having that, and it's wonderful. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope it's wonderful. I hope it's great. And as always, cool beans. All right, take care. Bye. Stay safe. And boop.